And shame on, look, shame on. This is not negotiable. Shame on the parents who will lie to their children, telling them about a fictitious, oh, it's cute, telling about Santa Claus. There's nothing cute about telling them about, he knows if you're naughty or nice. So, I can't remember the exact rhyme. So he must be supernatural, and he can travel throughout the world. What does that say about God? What does that do? If you're claiming to be a Christian and you're telling them about Santa Claus, and then they realize you have been lying to them, there's never an excuse for lying. Never. Especially not in this case. Oh, it's cute. If you lie to them in such an area such as this, about a supernatural being doesn't exist, and that's cute apparently, but the same people who say it's cute, maybe out in the world, will not like any mention of God anywhere. There's a reason. Santa Claus doesn't exist. What are you teaching your children if you are teaching them about Santa Claus? You're teaching them it's like almost like forget about God. You got this creature who can travel around the world. He's got supernatural powers. And he knows if you're being naughty or nice. You're attributing things that belong to God and God only. You have dragged down the Creator and made God just like another person. He knows if you're not or you're nice. And here's the thing. Well, it's a works-based return. A lot of children realize I wasn't good. I didn't actually change. I remember when I was growing up, I didn't really do anything different. Oh, be good now or else Santa Claus won't give you anything nice. Well, I've never heard of parents, because their child was bad. Maybe there is somewhere, and probably everybody thinks they're monsters for doing it. Held back some presents because their child was being really bad before Christmas or something like that. Say, oh, well, Santa Claus didn't bring you anything because you were being incredibly bold. I've never heard of anybody doing that. So when they get it, the presents eventually, because there's all this peer pressure to do all this rubbish. And Christians putting up Christmas trees and all this. What are you going to stick on? It's just playing into all this tradition, worldly tradition. The customs of the people are vain. Jeremiah 10, yes, it's not talking about a Christmas tree, but it's talking about the customs of the people, and they are vain. We'll go to it in a little bit, actually. But I just want to talk about it. What are you teaching your child when they actually finally get what they were asking for and nothing changed? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And you're teaching them that in this area, what you're saying is complete nonsense. This astonishes me. Parents, I suppose some maybe do this professing to be Christians, and it's a denial of your faith to do this, if you ask me. It is. It is a denial of your faith. It's complete hypocrisy. To tell your children about the tooth fairy or fairies at the bottom of the garden or whatever. Mythical creatures. And then they wonder when their children hit teen years, they wonder why they don't listen to their parents about supernatural things anymore. Because you were lying to them. For the first 10 or 15 years of their life, you were lying to them and they believed you. Now, they may be more of a justification goes, every other parent in the area does exactly the same thing. It doesn't make it right. Stop lying to your children. And stop lying to yourself that it's not a sin. It is wrong. Any kind of a lie is wrong before God. You ought to be teaching your children, whether you're a Christian or not, Your responsibility is to teach your child about God. That's what everybody is commanded to do. Now, you will only want to do that if you've been made a new creature in Christ. If you're not a new creature in Christ, you won't be interested in this. You won't be able to do it. You won't want to do it. You'll hate it.